Tensions are rising surrounding the Burnaby Mountain Pipeline debate. Kinder Morgan is back in Supreme Court today to extend an action against those protesting at his Burnaby terminals. A temporary injunction was put in place Friday, along with a ban forbidding the protesters from coming within 50 meters of the facilities. Those against the pipeline say court action won't stop their opposition.
Kinder Morgan has accused us of wrongdoing. We have done nothing wrong. In fact, we are compelled to do what is right for our families, for our neighbors, for this nation, and for this earth.
I have joined this group of beautiful and conscientious citizens who are saying not on our watch, and we are willing to stand forward and say no to this dangerous and reckless project.
The Kinder Morgan expansion pipeline directly threatens my children's future. Kinder Morgan is pissing off this mama bear. This is unacceptable. It's an undefendable project. We know we have the science. We know what's coming down the pike if this comes through. We need to stop this and protect our children's future.
Any other persons having notice of this order are hereby restrained and enjoined from coming within 5 meters of A, the fence line of WMT.
Police enforce an injunction aimed at protesters bent on disrupting work at the Kinder Morgan Trans Mountain site in Burnaby.
Are you aware that you could be arrested for not leaving?
And they say this is just the beginning.
We're sending a message to Justin Trudeau that Kinder Morgan is not in the national interest, that he made a bad gamble by thinking that he could approve this pipeline early in his administration.
Saturday's anti-pipeline demonstration, an escalation from last week's massive but peaceful rally. Thousands came out in opposition.
Starting today, we're going to be here day after day after day until this project is stopped.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And neither side is showing any signs of relenting.
Activists against the expansion of the Trans Mountain Pipeline promised a week of action. Yesterday, 28 people were arrested after they blocked access to the Kinder Morgan facility in Burnaby. Today, demonstrators south of the border took to the water to show their shared opposition. Julia Foy reports.
Here today to raise awareness of what is happening here at the Port of Seattle.
A flotilla of protesters from Washington State and BC took to the waters near the Kinder Morgan oil terminal. Their purpose, to try and get Americans on board to stop the Kinder Morgan pipeline, which they claim could threaten West Coast waters. Washington Governor Jay Inslee, who attended the Globe Conference in Vancouver March 16th, says he supports Premier John Horgan's stance on the pipeline.
The oil pollution risk would increase significantly. And we have serious questions whether it really makes sense to be making such massive investments in fossil fuel infrastructure.
This is not just a Canadian problem.
This Seattle protest comes just a day after 28 protesters were arrested outside Burnaby's Kinder Morgan facility.
We're sending a message to Justin Trudeau that Kinder Morgan is not in the national interest, that he made a bad gamble by thinking that he could approve this pipeline early in his administration.
Those opposed to the planned expansion of the Trans Mountain Pipeline targeted TD banks in Burnaby today. Dozens rallying outside 7 branches of TD Bank in the city this afternoon. The demonstrators say the bank is one of 2 financial institutions that's backing the controversial project. At a Kingsway location, they demanded to see the branch manager in order to present a petition. Some of them managed to get inside, but they were eventually forced out without speaking to the manager.